About 320 children and youth between the ages of 5 and 25 die each year due to road crashes. Some of these deaths could have been avoided if the child restraint systems were put in place. The Ladder Institute in the media sensitization made these revelations and urged the media to spread more awareness about child restraint systems.
The WHO 2023 Global Status Report indicates that road crashes are the leading killer of children and youth, and they are typically happening around their most productive years, causing huge health, social, and economic harm throughout the society. As of 2016, road traffic crashes across the globe were the leading killer of children and youth aged 5 to 29 years. The situation is no different in Ghana. Data available with the National Road Safety Authority indicates that in 2021, 320 children between 0 to 15 years died in road crashes here in Ghana. This represents 11% of all crash deaths recorded. Between 2019 and 2021, 952 children died. Out of this number, 188 were children between 0 to 3 years. 166 were between 4 to 6 years. 164 of these children were between 7 to 9, and 434 of them were aged 10 to 17. This data covers children who were both pedestrians and who were passengers in vehicles or vehicle occupants.
Mr. Eko Assam gives detailed explanation of the child restraint systems and the need to spread its awareness.
Since 2004, we have a law that says that passengers in moving vehicles on the road should be wearing seat belts once they are on the road. In addition to that, sometimes what we forget is we also move in these vehicles with children. And the children, because of their size, cannot fit into a regular seat belt that is often provided in the vehicle. So we have special made for purpose child restraint systems that any child that is being carried in the vehicle should be seated in one. And these child restraint systems actually are different types, and as and when the child grows from age 1 up to about age 14, it means that along the line you must be changing the type of child restraint system that the child is actually using. So for a newborn baby up to about the age of 1 year, you have that baby in a carry cot, and then when you put it into the vehicle, you use the existing seat belts in the vehicle, but the carry cot has to face rear backwards. There's a medical reason for that. If the child goes on from growing up to 4 years and all that, you have a child restraint system that has an integral harness in the seat, and this is the type of child restraint system the child should be occupying when in a moving vehicle.
He believes the legal acts regarding child restraint systems have some loopholes which need to be amended.
Quite a number of times, because of the nature of the laws and in terms of enforcement and all that, the difficulties with that, this is not something that has been thought about or been sort of, checked for quite some time now. But it is important that we must begin to heighten the awareness of the use of child restraint systems in vehicles, because a lot of children actually get killed or have a lot of serious injuries in the event that they are involved in a crash when they are not in one of these child restraint systems. I think we need to fine-tune the existing regulations so that we know exactly the specifications for the child restraint systems that we should be using in this country. because already now in the regulations, I mean, it is even an offense to sell a child restraint system. That doesn't mean the standard. But it means that once we have the standard, now we need to actually use the legislative instruments to operationalize the law and also in relation to the standard. So what I want those, I mean, in terms of, I mean, the policymakers to think about is how do we regularize or fine-tune this age-weight ratios when it comes to the deployment of child restraint systems for children that are growing up and also being transported in vehicles. Yeah.
Child restraint system is of concern to the general public and when implemented will ensure the safety of children in motor vehicles.